What if I told you the flu shot you've been avoiding could actually save your life, but the reason you're scared of it might be a myth? Let's talk about the new mRNA flu vaccine, mFlusiva, and why it's sparking both hope and confusion. Here's the thing. This vaccine isn't just another version of the same old flu shot. It's built on the same groundbreaking tech that saved millions during the pandemic, yet some people are already walking away from it. Why? Because of a fear that's been weaponized by misinformation, and that's where the real story begins. Let's unpack this. Moderna's mFlusiva is approved for people 50 and older, and studies show it's 26.6% more effective than traditional flu shots at preventing symptoms. That's not just a number, it's a lifeline. Imagine a vaccine that's not just slightly better, but meaningfully better at protecting you from a disease that kills tens of thousands every year. But here's the catch. The same mRNA tech that made the COVID vaccine so effective is now being eyed with suspicion. Personally, I think this is a perfect storm of science and psychology. On one hand, we have a tool that could drastically reduce flu-related deaths. On the other, we have a population still grappling with the aftermath of a global health crisis, where trust in vaccines was tested in ways we're still recovering from. What makes this really interesting is how the public perception of mRNA vaccines has been shaped by misinformation. A quarter of Americans still believe these vaccines can alter DNA, despite decades of research proving otherwise. That's not just ignorance, it's a narrative that's been carefully cultivated. From my perspective, this is a reminder of how fragile our trust in science can be. When a figure like HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. publicly doubts mRNA tech, it doesn't just confuse the public, it amplifies fear. And yet, here's the irony. The same technology he's dismissing could be the key to fighting diseases like Ebola and even cancer. The potential is staggering, but it's being held back by a mix of political skepticism and outdated vaccine manufacturing methods. Let's talk about the bigger picture. Traditional flu vaccines are still made using a process that hasn't changed in 70 years, growing viruses in chicken eggs. That's not just slow, it's archaic. mRNA vaccines, by contrast, can be adapted in real time to match the most dangerous flu strains. This isn't just a small improvement, it's a paradigm shift. Dr. Sharon Nachman, who's been studying this, calls it a game changer. But if people don't take it, what's the point? Vaccine hesitancy is already a problem, with flu vaccination rates in New York hovering around 48%. If we can't convince people to trust this new tech, we're stuck in a loop of preventable deaths and outdated science. Here's what this really suggests. The battle for public health isn't just about developing better vaccines. It's about rebuilding trust. The fact that the FDA initially rejected Moderna's application until scientists pushed back shows how deeply entrenched the skepticism is. But then again, this is the same system that fast-tracked the COVID vaccines. The difference now is that people are more aware of the stakes. What many don't realize is that the same mRNA tech that's being debated today could one day be used to cure diseases we've never had a shot at before. The question isn't just whether mFlusiva works, it's whether we're ready to embrace the future of medicine, even when it scares us.